Meet Alice and Jasper. Boy, do they have a powerful story. At first glance, they look like your typical couple on the cusp of retirement without enough money saved. But as you start to put all of the pieces of the puzzle together, you quickly learn that they really can have a strong financial future. Now, Jasper is already retired due to a disability, but Alice wants to retire at the end of this year, but she just doesn't think that they have saved enough money. They know where they want to go, they just lack that clear plan on how to get there. When we sat down, we helped them map that clear route to get them not only from where they are today to where they need to be in January so she can retire, but what they need to do so that they can have a great retirement and live out the rest of their lives. Now, when Alice does stop working in January, she's going to lose her monthly income, so we have a shortfall that we have to come up with. We also want to protect and grow what they currently have saved, and Alice wants to have peace of mind that if something were to happen to her husband and his monthly benefits stop, she's still going to be all right to cover her monthly expenses. So the shortfall that we're going to be looking for is around $1,700. And the first place to look was through her retirement documents. Now, she's been working for the VA for over 20 years, so she's part of the Virginia retirement system. And in that packet of documents is a facing page that has 4 line items. The first is the annuity or pension. The second is the election for health insurance, the election for life insurance, and then the net amount. I asked Alice where she thought that $1,400 was coming from. And she said, well, I've been saving in my TSP. And I said, oh, so have you told them that you're going to elect to purchase an annuity through your TSP that would provide you with lifetime income? And she said, well, I haven't told anybody anything. And I said, okay, well, let's take a look at the documents. As I was going through the documents, it became very clear to me that she is a FERS employee, which means she's eligible for their pension. We made a phone call and confirmed that yes, that $1,400 was part of the pension and was going to be separate from her TSP. Imagine how happy she was to learn that. Next, we looked at the health insurance. That's the second line item. And their plan says that if she continues coverage, she's going to have to pay $540 a month. Well, Idella has experience with Medicare, and she was able to help direct them to a plan that would allow them to keep their same doctors and prescriptions all for around $50 a month. So exact same coverage for $50 a month. And we were able to then show her that she's saving another $500 and add that to the $1,400, and we've now made up that shortfall. The next line item is the life insurance. And Alice was like, oh yeah, we need more life insurance. I said, well, that's great, but what do you need your life insurance to do? And when she explained to me that they just want to be able to have enough to cover final expenses and maybe leave a little something for her sons, I said, well, do you have any other life insurance? And she said, yes, we have some policies. We have about $20,000 worth of coverage. So we looked at those policies, and they were whole life coverage policies, but based on their age and the fact that they were only paying $65 a month for it, made no sense for us to recommend that they change that. So we did look at what was available to her through the VRS, and I explained to her that the benefit in the VRS system is one time your annual salary. Now she could pay $138 for that to be the full benefit and never be reduced, or she could pay $34 for it to reduce 50%. Now, the basic plan means that it's going to go down 4 times, ultimately leaving her with only 25% of that one-time annual salary, but she doesn't have to pay anything for it. With $20,000 worth of coverage in her others, I asked her, will that be enough to cover final expenses? And she said yes. I said, well, I would recommend that you just stay with the basic plan. Don't pay anything more out of pocket, and let's just see what is in your TSP and how that will help leave the legacy for your sons. Upon looking at their TSPs, Jasper has $44,000 saved, and she has $227,000 saved. Now, at first glance, that may not be enough for them to live out the rest of their lives, especially if it stayed in the TSP in a portfolio earning only 2.3% and no market protection. But if she moved it to an AIG fixed index annuity, not only would she be earning a higher rate of return of 5 to 7%, but her income would then be protected. And by that we mean If the market goes down, whatever she puts in stays the same. It can never go down. And she gets to capitalize when the market is up. Additionally, she's going to earn that bonus that AIG pays when you open the account. So in total, over the next 10 years, that's going to provide them an additional $1,600 worth of monthly income. Now, how happy do you think Alice was when we took her from $4,000 a month to $5,600 a month, knowing that she now has a clear path on how to fill out her retirement documents, know what selections to make based on the benefits or the benefits she doesn't need to take, and know that that AIG annuity is not only going to provide them the monthly income that they need in addition to the $4,000, but there will be money left over to be able to create that legacy for their sons. Now that's a powerful story.